All right, what's going on, Giants fans, and welcome. All right, next player on the list, stay or go, Leonard Williams, a.k.a. Big Cat, from the University of Southern California. He was previously a New York Jet. Dave Gettleman came in, and one of his big moves he made as general manager for the New York Football Giants was trading for star defensive tackle Leonard Williams from the New York Jets. He came over here. He joined a heavily touted group of Dalvin Tomlinson and Dexter Lawrence, soon to be drafted. Dalvin Tomlinson was the odd man out, and then it was Dexter Lawrence and Big Cat Leonard Williams' show. They played very well together the first 2 years under Joe Judge, and then that's when things started to get tricky. They gave him a very, very big contract extension, which is now costing him a possibility of being a Giant for the near future, especially this offseason. He's due $32 million against the cap this year. A tremendous amount of money is being tied up by Leonard Williams. Now, during the exit interviews of players with coaches and GMs, and especially the media, Leonard Williams did express his desire to continue to play for the New York Giants and continue to play alongside his best friend and teammate and fellow nose tackle, Dexter Lawrence, who will hopefully and likely be a Giant for life. With that being said, he made it a point that he would love to continue playing for the organization. He would love to be a counterpart on defense with his best friend, getting tongue-tied, with his best friend, Dexter Lawrence, and continuing to dominate the defensive line. Now, this year was an off-season, a little off year for Leonard Williams. Did not play up to his ability that well. There are some games that he was missed due to injury. Other games, you just couldn't really see his number being called on the field, and he was pretty much a ghost out on the football field. Now, do I think he is worth the $32 million in cap that he will cost this team next year? Absolutely not. There is no need to keep him at that price, but he did say he would be willing to consider a pay cut. That is something that an agent was probably so fucking pissed that he heard his player say that. But at the end of the day, the player can decide what he wants to do and what's the best interest for his family moving forward. That being said, there is no way in hell Leonard Williams will remain a Giant if he does not take a substantial pay cut. I'm talking about down to even maybe $13 or $14 million a year. And that's saying much. He's kind of getting old. He's kind of getting banged up. He's not the same player he was when the Giants originally traded for him a couple years ago. So that is lying against him right now. Now, do we have a good pairing right now at defensive tackle? Yeah, I think so. There are plenty of good defensive ends and nose tackles in this year's draft that the Giants could possibly consider drafting in case they do let Leonard Williams walk. With that being said, personally, I would let him walk. We still have way too much money and still got to figure out contract extensions in the near future for guys like Dexter Lawrence, Xavier McKinney, Andrew Thomas, and possibly Daniel Jones. So, honestly, unless he can take a substantial pay cut down to $14 or $13 million a year, Leonard Williams will not be back in Giants blue. That is just my overall assumption and my overall prediction. Anyway, guys, enjoy the rest of your day. And as always, let's go G-Men. Any new viewers on here, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Thank you for all your support. This is going to be a very busy off season. Hopefully I'm not annoying you when I make these videos. It's just a lot of ground to cover in a very short amount of time before free agency starts and before the NFL draft starts. So I want to get on top of it as we can. My next player we'll be talking about will be the good old Juice, Sterling Shepard, whether the Giants should try to re-sign him for one more year. He's the heart and soul of this team and this locker room, and players love him, and he's just overall a great teammate. So I'll be talking about him tomorrow. Anyway, guys, enjoy the rest of your day. And as always, let's go G-Men.